Hello and welcome back. I see you've got your TARDISes. Welcome to 1987. It's Global Force Wrestling, and we are live with Amped, or we will be in a second. Hello guys, how are you all doing? Are you ready for some more 1987 mod? I'm going to be doing a 2001 save, or game soon, I've decided, and we will be doing WWF. I don't know if I'm going to do WWF or reopen WCW as a new company and rebuild it, or we're going to open TNA early. I haven't decided. I decided that bringing WCW back was too difficult. I tried it and it meant editing contracts and ending contracts early to get people on board, like AJ Styles, Randy Orton, and John Cena when they got released. So I've decided not to go forward with that and to start a mod in 2001, which might see me do a WCW style company with Sting running it. Even though he's not available that year. But Sting leaves WCW, gets annoyed, and wants to open a new company in 2001. That's what we might go for. So yeah, let's get on with the 1987 mod. Before we begin, yeah, I've been going through this. We've done quite well. We've done 6 amps since, and that was our last amp. And as you saw, we've got steel cage announcement. And if I remember rightly, if I go to my notes, which I had to go back and watch, if Rick loses, he has no title matches for a year. If Hogan loses, he's a servant to the Force Horsemen, which I have finally added as a stable. So, you ready? Because we've got some more big announcements coming for our first big 4 pay-per-view, and it gets a 57C minus. I've had enough of Anderson. This prick's been attacking me from behind. I don't care what you say, Arn. You see, I want a match. And no way out, me versus you. Fine, but if you lose, I want you to leave. I want to see you leave. If you lose a match, you leave Global Force. No more Rick Rude on TV. No more Rick Rude at all. Because the four horsemen had enough of you in Jimmy Crockett Promotions. You've been the same idiot running around shaking hands with fans and signing autographs. You want? No, wait. If you lose, you retire. No more wrestling at all. So yeah, fine. See you at No Way Out. Because I've already got a stipulation in where if Ric Flair loses, he can't because I've already got a story, I was writing it out so make sure I don't forget. Because I've already got a stipulation where if Ric Flair loses, it's got 2,500 people tonight at the East Civic Centre, which is not bad. I decided that we would do something a little different. The reason being is I decided that we would go with Rick Rude retiring if he loses the match, and not anything with the whole Four Horsemen, because we've already got something happening with the Four Horsemen. I was going along the line if Arn Anderson loses, he has to leave the Four Horsemen and it becomes the 3 Horsemen, but I didn't really want to do that because I've got plans for the 4 Horsemen for the next year, foreseeable year to about 1990. So yeah. Our opening match tonight gets a 32E plus in a terrible match. Eddie Guerrero defeated Sid Vicious in 7:41 by pinfall with a frog splash. Sid Vicious seemed off his game. The announced quality lifted the match. Color commentary about Truce. Eddie Guerrero 34, Sid Vicious 24. No worker improvements. Sadly, that's so. The next match gets a 40D minus and above a subpar wrestling a little heat. Steven Regal defeated Mick Foley in 8:02. The last quality loved the match. Colour commentary gave the match a boost. It's got the crowd hotter. 36 for Regal, Mick Foley 40, and Mick Foley improving in technical. Good old Mick Foley improving all the time. So yeah, next up we have an angle with Ollie Anderson. Why is he talking to Rick Rude? Nope, that is meant to be Ric Flair, so we don't hear what they're saying, but it's one of those angles I like to do where it just uses the manager a bit. Ollie Anderson is actually talking to Ric Flair, not Rick Rude. That's Ric Flair there, not Rick Rude. In our next match gets a 46D. In a poor match, Bam Bam Bigelow defeated The Undertaker defeated Sting and Brian Pillman, and The Undertaker defeated Brian Pillman by pinfall Tombstone. Paul Bear did some good work at ringside, nice quality, and the colour commentary go back shoes. Got the crowd hot at Brian Pillman 46, Sting 39, Undertaker 30, Bam Bam Bigelow 44, and the Global Force Wrestling Next Gen storyline has advanced with this. Next, in a 78B, in an exceptional match, Silent Slaughter defeated Ric Flair following botched interference by Andre. 94 for Flair, 75 for Sargent. The former WWF storyline advanced to this segment, no worker improvements. And then after the match, we see that Andre's in the ring and, you know, jumps. I'm going to quickly just book in a couple of matches because I forgot to do it this morning. So yeah, we're going to see Rick Rude taking on Anderson in a, if Rick Rude loses, he leaves town. In a ring on, so Andre the Giant and Sergeant Slaughter have a contract signing. Now, Andre the Giant and Sergeant Slaughter, I will be doing a second cage match. Andre the Giant and Sergeant Slaughter will be a pinfall one. And that will be our semi-main of the night. It will be Andre the Giant taking on Sergeant Slaughter in our second steel cage match. No way out. We're only going to do two. We're not going to do a full steel cage event yet. Just let me write something. So yeah, our next match is a 58C. Sorry, I keep getting text messages in from people. In a decent match, Kurt Angle defeated Vader in 7:43 by pinfall for Haining Pex. 58C, the announced qualities left in the match. The collar commentary gave the match a boost. Kurt Angle 52, Vader 50. Sorry about that. How long was I quiet for? Typical me. I've been getting text messages because I'm planning on going to Primeval in October, which is at Dinosaur Venture Park in Norfolk. It's Norfolk's Grand Scare attraction. If I do go, I'm planning on vlogging on my phone. Be ready. So yeah, in a decent match, Truly Blanchard defeated Rick Rude in 10:07 by pinfall with slingshot suplex, following interference from Arm Anderson. So he also continues the storyline, but he collar commentary about true. So they both got a 57, and no one improved, but 65C, not bad. And then our main event of the night gets us an 82B in an exceptional match. Hulk Hogan defeated King Kong Bundy in 2012 by a pinfall with a big leg drop. Hulk Hogan makes defense number 3 of his Global Force title. So, yeah, apart from the fact there was not enough selling, and King Kong Bundy was visibly timed towards the end, he only got 61, Hogan got 65. But for an 82B, I'm not complaining. Then, in the ring, Hogan's celebrating, holding his title, and out comes Blanchard, Flair, and Arn into the ring. You know, 3 of the horsemen beating down Hogan. Ollie Anderson's outside celebrating. And then in a decent post-show, this is just a dark match for the crowd. Andre the Giant and Arn Anderson defeated Norman Smiley and Shawn Michaels in 8:26 when Andre the Giant defeated Norman Smiley by body slam. In terms, Andre is head and shoulders above everyone else. Norman Smiley is weakly and struggling to keep up with everyone. So Arn Anderson 58, Andre the Giant 82, Shawn Michaels 47, Norman Smiley 56. Andre improving in performance. I did that match just to see, you know, because we had them on the card and they hadn't wrestled, so I thought we'd give them a match against them too. It increased the popularity in one region, a 78B, not bad. So yeah, I'll see you guys with the next amped. No, actually, I'll see you at the main screen. We're going to have a quick look at some stuff. So we'll see you at the main title screen in a minute. Hello and welcome back to the show. Hello guys, welcome back to the main screen. This game is so easy to use. So yeah, amped 0.1 last night. So yeah, we got a sellout crowd, 3,997 figures. We made a loss last month, and I think we're going to make a loss this month. But we have got the pay-per-view coming up at the end of the month on Thursday. So we've got 2 more tapings before that's out. What am I looking at? What I wanted to have a look at as well is I'm gonna try and pre-book some matches for TV because, you know, some people say it works and it gets more people gives people a reason to tune in. So we are going to be doing I don't know if I've done it yet. Show history. I think we did it here. Yes, we did. So I want to do it a bit different then. It's not a go home show, but you know, I don't think they were called go home shows at this time in the end. They are nowadays. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a tag match as the main event. So you're gonna see Andre the Giant. Now actually we're gonna do it like this. So it'll be Ric Flair, Hulk Hogan, Arn Anderson, Rick Rude, yep. And I'm gonna be picking someone to face Truly Blanchard. He's an upper mid-carder, so I want a mid-carder face. So it'll be Shawn Michaels. So I'll book that in now, just so you know that that's going to be happening No Way Out. Which will be Shawn Michaels taking on Truly Blanchard. Awesome. So yep, that's set in the stone for No Way Out. I'm going to book 4 matches for Amped. We'll have Norman Smiley. Yep. Taking on... Well, it'll be the Undertaker. The Undertaker will lose. Probably, I don't know how. See, I don't know how to book these shows. You know, I just like to see some interesting matches. Stinger! Woo! Stink. We'll take on Kurt Hennig. No, I'm joking. Would be good though. Sting will take on Steven Regal, and I'm going to announce it now so that you guys know, because I know he'll be back by then. Because he should be back by the event, and that will be, of course, Ted DiBiase. And I will be throwing him into a singles match against long-time rival, and the person he slipped out of having a match out at Call the Wild, Kurt Hennig. So yeah, that's your Amped, guys. I'll see you then, but I'm going to be signing a couple of more guys from the World Wrestling Federation heading into that event, some big names as well, and some main eventers from JCP. So we'll see you. Hello guys, welcome back to your next episode of Amped. Shall we get the party started? Oh yes. In our opening match of the night gets a 78B. Holy shit, an exceptional match. The Bulldogs, the British Bulldogs, defeat the Harm Foundation in 803 when Dynamite Kid defeated Bret Hart by pinfall while using the ropes for leverage. Jim Nadine Hart is a weak link. So he's debuted as British Bulldog. Gimmicks got very good, below average. Old school face below average. Badass has got above average. He's got the show after a strong start, got the crowd hotter. We're in front of 2,500 people, so we're sold out tonight in Britain. Dynamite Kid had a performance of 77. Davey Boy 74, Nadine Hart 62, and Bret Hart 80. No worker improvements, but good start to our show. In a 68C+. Davey, we're not here for you shit fans, we're here for us. We're fed up being overlooked tonight, we've proved why we are the best tag team ever. Kid, now the championship committee say there's 4 tag teams and we should all go in one match. Why? How that's fair? I don't care, we'll beat them all. Bulldogs all the way. So yeah, they both say Bulldogs all the way together. But they're saying they're not happy because I'm going to be doing a 3 to 4 way tag team match at this month's pay-per-view. Got our first ever tag team champions. The Bulldogs are not happy about that. And then in our next match, in a table match, Norman Smiley defeated The Undertaker in 740 by pinfall after distraction for the Sting. Paul Bearer did some good work at ringside. He got the Nazi quality lift in the match. Conjure Truce. Norman 25, Taker at 28. Undertaker improving in Rumble. Hooray. In a 77B, Andre the Giant's backstage, and they just start brawling, smashing stuff up. In our next match is the return of Ted DiBiase, and about that great wrestling and good heat. Ted DiBiase defeated Kurt Hennig in 10:08 by pinfall. Kurt Hennig's getting better his gimmick, so is DiBiase, got the crowd hotter. 68 for Hennig, 63 for DiBiase. Ted DiBiase improving in performance. Hooray. Hold on a minute, just let me minimise that. And I'm just going to show you something before we continue with the next match. Is it here? We're 51%, and today's video is going to be an hour and 18 minutes long, and that is Ring of Fire. So I hope you're ready for that. In an extremely short match, Bam Bam Bigelow defeated Robbie Brookside in 4:10, 4:21 by diving headbutt, 48D. Robbie Brookside was seeing of his game that don't click. Now it's quality of the match. The colour commentary again the match boost. 45 for Bam Bam, 25 for Robbie. No work improvements. Yeah, I've done so that's today's episode. So you already watched it. So I hope you enjoyed it, guys. So yeah, one of my typical angles. You know, Ollie's backstage talking to the boys about their main event tonight. No thing there. In a battle, had subpar wrestling and little heat. Steam Regal defeated Sting in 7:33 by pinfall. What the fuck happened here? Okay, that never happened. Sting wins. We'll sort that out in a bit. Thank you. Goodbye. Steam Regal does not win the championship. Sting does. So Sting's in the ring celebrating. Wait, no, that happened. I'll sort that out after the show. And so yeah, after the match, I wish people would stop texting me when I'm recording, because it's getting on my nerves now. I've told people not to text when I tell them I'm recording. So Sting is in the ring celebrating when the lights cut out. Lightning hits the stage ring post, which then bursts into flames like you see, and we see Paul on the stage with a castic. Oh yes, Sting, not long till we bury you. No doubt this will be your coffin. Oh yes, Sting, it's time for you to see hell. The lights go out, come on, Paul gone, and the coffin. So Paul and Bear and the coffin are gone, and Sting looks really scared in the ring. And he's still the next gen champion. And then we have two debuts in an exceptional man. Sergeant Slaughter and Ricky Steamboat defeat Andre the Giant and a crazed Randy Savage. I will be getting into more detail next week why Randy Savage is a bad person. But there is a lot of story behind it. You'll find out what's going on there next week. So yeah, Sergeant Slaughter's a weak link. Randy Savage debuts Loose Cannon's got initial great. The Dragons debuted the Dragons, got initial great. Randy Savage 93, 84 for Andre, 85 for Steamboat Sergeant, 70. No work for improvements, and Andre improving in performance. Good on Andre. In an extremely short match, Roddy Piper defeated Brian Pillman in 307. So only got a 58C, but I think that's because it's 307. Roddy Piper's debuts Loose Cannon's got below average. Better is gimmick. Nice quality in the thing. Brian Pillman 54, Roddy Piper 94, no work improvements, so we're getting more people. Yep, and there's our another live match announced for the up and coming event. It's going to be Ricky Steamboat, aka the Dragon, taking on Roddy Piper. I haven't decided on who Randy Savage is taking on yet. I actually have decided on who Randy Savage is going to be taking on, because we did it tonight. I was going to do a rematch, but I'm not going to. So it's going to be not Sergeant Slaughter. Where is he? Is he now mid-carder? It'll be Kurt Hennig taking on Randy Savage. I haven't decided on Ted DiBiase's opponent. You'll all be surprised. I'm going to be putting him in a match which he's going to easily win. Where is Ted? He's down here as well. It's because of our size, I think. So yeah, Ted DiBiase is going to be in a match where he can, he's going to be going up against Brian Pillman. Jokes, he's going up against Mick Foley. So yeah, that's the entire card until further notice, until next week. So it's 7-3B, and in the main event, an 82B, not bad at all. In above, had fantastic heat and great wrestling. Hulk Hogan, Rick Rude, and Shawn Michaels defeated the Four Horsemen, Truly Blanchard, Arn Anderson, and Ric Flair in 2024 when Shawn Michaels defeated Anderson by pinfall sheet to music. Ric Flair shone in this match. Ric Flair 97, Arn Anderson 60, Truly Blanchard 70. Shawn 49, Rick Rude 57, Hulk Hogan 88. Both storylines advancing, it gets us ready. No work for improvement, sadly. And then after the match, they all just brawl, keep building up that storyline. Hooray. And it gets us 78B. Not as good as last week. I think we got an 82 last week. But nonetheless, it was a show. We had debuts. We advanced some storylines. We've had a massive mess up, which I will sort out next week. Yep. I've got a plan actually. So Randy Savage has won. Steven Regal defeated got the championship, but I have a plan for that which I'll bring in, and it increased our part into 2 regions because we weren't in our normal region. So yeah, guys, I'll see you. I'll actually wait until next month's. So I'll see you at the next amp. See you then, guys. Hello guys, and welcome to the next episode of Amped. I have done videos like this throughout the night just to hype up, but tomorrow night, it's 24 hours away, no way out, and we've got Hogan versus Flair being hyped. And then our opening in a decent match, DiBiase and Undertaker defeated Pillman and Sting in 5:48, and Undertaker defeated Sting by pinfall with a tombstone pile driver. Undertaker defeated Sting, sorry. Bubba was good at ringside. Undertaker's getting Bo's gimmick. Nice quality lifted the match. Could have come to good batteries. Got the crowd hotter. The performance Ted DiBiase stood out being good. The Undertaker 31, DiBiase 70, Sting 40, Pillman 47, and the storyline no work improvements. But Sting is still the next gen champion. I changed it. Yeah, I did kind of get a bit annoyed about that, so I changed it. So yeah, in a superb match, the Rock and Roll Express have debuted, defeating the British Bulldogs in 6 or 7, when Ricky Morton defeated Dynamite Kid by pinfall with a double drop kick. It's got 74 B-. Ricky Morton's Rockstar very good. Robert Gibson Rockstar very good. Got the crowd hotter. Robert Gibson 61, Ricky Morton 60, Dynamite Kid 76 and 75 for Davey Boy. No work or improvements, sadly. And then a 62T because the Hart Foundation come in and attack the British Bulldogs, beating them down to the mat after their match. Then we get a 60C in a decent match. Vader defeated Kurt Hennig 635 by pinfall with powerbomb. Now it's quality to lift the match. It gave the match a boost. Hennigan 57, Vader 49. Hennigan improving in the Rumble, so not bad at all there. A 19 on this other video hyping up the casket match tonight. And what the hell? What's this? Dusty Rhodes is backstage, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, we have signed Dusty Rhodes. Head booker during Crockett Promotions was on an exclusive pay-per-view appearance deal. Not only did he sign with us, he also left Jim Crockett without a head booker. So he's now with us. And then Randy Savage defeated Sergeant Slaughter in 7:38. Sergeant Slaughter and Savage have great chemistry and it showed in their performance. Okay, that might be something to take on later in the year. So yeah, we'll see what happens. But then we have the Randy Savage promo, an 80B, not bad. And this is where we find out why Randy Savage is being an arsehole, in a kind of way. I don't care what you think. I got fired from the WWF because Vince did not respect me. You think I care about you? You think I care about him? Hell no. I came here for money. Hogan, I hope you listen. I'm coming for you. I came here to take you out, to retire you. You're always the big star. I'll prove you're nothing. I'll prove these fans. I'll prove these fans singing your stupid song, and I'll show the fans I am the real star. I had it for being pushed to the mid-card matches. I should be the main event. Kurt Hennig will not win. I will beat him. Oh yeah. I'll try and do a Randy Savage. Oh yeah, it didn't work. So yeah, Randy Savage kind of exploding because he got fired. He's not impressed at all. You know, he thinks he should be the main event. And then after that, we get the Hart Foundation defeating the Midnight Express in 8:09 when Bret Hart defeated Stan Lane by pinfall the heart attack. So yeah, I have signed 4 big tag teams from 2 of the big companies. They were all on exclusive pay-per-view deals, so I quickly snapped them all up. And for the first time ever, we're going to be having a 4-way tag team elimination match. I don't think it's been done in the wrestling industry before, and I might be wrong on that, where the British Bulldogs, the Hart Foundation, the Rock and Roll Express, actually no, the Midnight Express, and then the Rock and Roll Express will be taking each other on for the tag team gold. The winner of this match will be the tag team champions. So that's booked in for tomorrow night. In a 78B, in an exceptional match, Hulk Hogan defeated Andre the Giant in 8:19 by pinfall Axe Bomber. The match stopped because there was not enough selling on show. An 83 for Andre, an 84 for Hogan. Andre the Giant is improving in performance. Not bad at all. 76B, in an exceptional match, Dusty Rhodes defeated Roddy Piper in 7:40 by pinfall the Bionic Elbow. Dusty Rhodes 75, Piper 89. No work of improvements. I'm not going to bury Dusty like the WWF did. Ric Flair, a video plays hyping up tonight's main event, which is Ric Flair taking on the Dragon Steamboat. 85B plus in an exceptional match. Ric Flair defeated Ricky Steamboat in 20:01 by submission after interference from Ollie Anderson. Rick Steamboat's getting better at his gimmick. Rick Steamboat and Ric Flair have pretty good chemistry. An 88 and 100 for Ric Flair. Holy shit, Flair. No work of improvements. And then Hogan comes out and beats Flair down to the mat. We end the show with an 82B. The show increased the popularity in one region because we weren't anywhere else. But there's your show. We'll see you guys tomorrow night for No Way Out. Hello Global Force fans. How are we doing? So yeah, this is not very angle heavy, so the events do go a lot quicker than the TV tapings. But we got 4,882. One was expecting a bit more than that, but hey ho. We are live tonight. And in a pre-show bout that subpar racing and Little Heat, Norman Smiley defeated Stephen Regal in 10:57. That's quality of the match, colour commentary match Bruce. Norman Smiley 29, Stephen Regal 39. I don't think that really matters because no one else is going to see that match. 37 D minus. 28 either should have gone first in a terrible pre-show match. Sid Vicious defeated Brookside in 12:51 by pinfall chokeslam. Vicious visibly tiring. Any work improvements? No. No work improvements sadly, but I was hoping that would work. So yeah. So Jim Ross, welcome to No Way Out. Tonight, Hulk Hogan versus Ric Flair in a steel cage, and Andre versus Sergeant Slaughter in a cage match. We got the first ever casting match, and crowning the first ever tag team champions in a 4-way tag team match. Tonight, the force is strong, but Bam Bam Bigelow got fired because of drug issues, and his replacement is huge. Let's get it down to ringside for our opening contest. So yeah, after major issues with Bam Bam Bigelow, I decided to get rid of him. We just wouldn't stop doing the drugs, so I fired him. Simple as. And our opening match is a 45D in a superb match, and in about that subpar wrestling and Little Heat. Owen Hart defeated Eddie Guerrero in 7:37 by pinfall spinning heel quick. 45D, wasn't expecting that from these two. Owen Hart debuted his old school heel gimmick's got above average. That's quality lifting match. And Clark just got the crowd hotter. Hart 44, Eddie 37. No work improvements, but welcome to the family, to the force, Owen Hart. Yep. And then we have our tag team title match. In a superb match, the British Bulldogs defeated the Hart Foundation, the Midnight Express, the Rock and Roll Express in 14:41, I did believe. Hold on a minute, give me a second. 15 minutes, okay. Got enough time there. So I'm just checking when the washing's going to be done. I don't know if you can hear the washing machine in the background, but yeah. I don't want to suddenly start hearing it go beep, 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 telling me it's finished. So yeah, 14:41. The order of elimination was the Midnight Express. Then the Rock and Roll Express. Then the Hart Foundation. The British Bulldogs win the GFW Tag Team Championship. Why was I doing that? 78 beef from these guys. Not bad at all. I was expecting worse than that. So David Boyd's getting back to his gimmick. Bobby Eden's getting back to his gimmick. Stan Lane and Bobby Eden showed excellent chemistry tagging together. Who are they? Let's see these two. Yep, the Midnight Express. Dynamite Kid had a 78, Dave Boy 73, Jim Nadine Hart 65, Bret Hart 81, Bobby Eaton 71, Stan Lane 61, Robert Gibson 60, and Ricky Morton 60. Robert Gibson improving in performance, Stan Lane in flying, Bret Hart in filing, Dynamite Kid in rumble. Some big improvements in that one. We'll then move on to a 53C as we see Shawn Michaels defeating Trudy Blanchard in 7:32 by pinfall with a sweet churn music. And that's quality to lift the match. Color commentary match again. The match. Shawn Michaels 49, Trudy Blanchard 57. No work improvements, but Michaels. Oh yeah. And in a bout had fantastic heat and great wrestling, Dusty Rhodes defeated King Kong Bundy in 8:08 by pinfall with a bionic elbow. The match over because there was not enough selling on show. Dusty Rhodes 74, King Kong Bundy 63. Dusty Rhodes improving in performance. I will not be trying to, when I do a Dusty Rhodes promo, I will not be trying to do a Dusty Rhodes impersonation because I don't want to destroy the legend that is Dusty Rhodes, the son of a plumber. Anyway, so in a decent match, Mick Foley defeated Ted DiBiase by pinfall with pile driver. I know that I'm going to have to pay off Ted DiBiase after this show because he wasn't happy about that. But yeah, the last quality of the match, the colour commentary in the match, Bruce 67 to Ted, 40 to Mick Foley. No work improvements, but hopefully I'll give him a good bit of a rub. C5C. In a 55D in a Belvad, decent wrestling, Brian Pillman and Vader. And we seem to have jumped to this match. So yeah, in a terrible match, The Undertaker defeated Sting in 17:07. Sting was trapped. The Undertaker wins the Next Gen Championship. The Undertaker and Sting don't click, which is what the problem has been for this story. The announced quality lifted match to colour commentary match Bruce. The Undertaker 26, Sting had a ring performance of 34. Next string. So yeah, that's the end of that story. So 30-16 minus, not bad. An 84B, holy shit. An exceptional match. Randy Savage defeated Kurt Hennig in 14:42 by pinfall by using on-down access. Kurt Hennig 54, Randy Savage 51. Hennigan improving in performance and Savage in technical. Not a bad match there. 78B now, an exceptional match. Roddy Piper defeated Ricky Steamboat in 15:25 by pinfall. Roddy Piper was really off his game in 85 for Steamboat. 81 for Roddy. Roddy Piper improving performance and Steamboat in performance. Good. In about a good wrestling, a decent match in the crowd, Rick Rude defeated Arn Anderson in 15:10 by pinfall of Rude Awakening. Then that's quality to lift of the match. The colour commentary gave the match a boost. Arlenson 61, Rick Rude 59. The also storylines advanced but lost heat. No worker improvements to comment upon. 79B to hype up the next match of the night. Gets a 75B match, an exceptional match. Andre the Giant defeated Sergeant Slaughter in a cage match in 15-17 by a pinfall body slam. Andre the Giant to get about his gimmick for the match because of lack of selling on display. Andre 78, Sergeant Slaughter 75. The former WF storyline has advanced to the second one. Andre the Giant improving performance yet again. Hello, Pops. My hamster just got up for a quick wee, I think. And in our main event, in an 85B, in an exceptional match, Hulk Hogan defeats Ric Flair in a cage match in 25 minutes and 29 when Hulk Hogan escaped the cage. Hulk Hogan makes defense number 4 of his championship. The match deserved better announcing. Well, I don't know why Jim Ross is doing so bad. Ric Flair 97, Hulk Hogan 89. The storyline and Hulk Hogan improving the technical as well, and gained heat. So yeah, amazing. And then, to close the show off, what the hell? Randy Savage runs in and beats down Hogan down into the mat. Now, I did make a model up. This was meant to be June. I used Robbie Brookside far too much on the show. It increased our popularity in other regions in 80B. This was meant to be happening in June. But I didn't realise we were in May. I thought we was already done. I thought we'd done May. So, that was my bad. We'll do it this tonight, and then we'll have 4 between this and the next show. Because the next show will be our big, our WrestleMania anyway. So yeah, we'll show you. We'll do the next. I'll sort out the next 4 pay-per-views. We'll see you guys at the main screen, and we'll have a look at how people are improving on popularity in ring stuff, and we'll show you the champions and the final Raw 18 for that show. So we'll see you guys at the main title screen. Hello guys, how are we doing? You alright guys? Welcome back. We're now at the end of the month. I've skipped to the end of the month so you can see what's going on. Gorgeous Lady Wrestling last night. aka Glow. We finished first in everywhere, really. So yeah, last night we've gained a massive popularity boost. We only need one more importance in our home region to be cool, and we need another one here as well. So we'll be doing a show in Great Lakes tonight. Did make a loss last month, but I think with the massive popularity boost from our last show, we will be making some things. Now, I'm going to be a little bit of a cunt. I wish I say that look quiet this evening. Muckman's Entertainment. Okay, I want to have a look at their product. Mainstream, traditional, comedy, it's medium. Women's Wrestling Division, and they have a face in 1980, Vince McMahon Jr. So yeah, I've been thinking. Now, I did mess up with my last pay-per-view, as I said. Now, next year I will move them around. So I do it right, because I messed up when we're doing it. So they do. So they have super cards. But they do have that. Now, I've been thinking we're going to be doing. I'm now going to be revealing to you, which we're now in June. Our next 4 pay-per-views. So Thursday week 4 of June, for 2 hours and 30 minutes again, will be Respect and Tradition. That's the first one that popped up, and I like the name. We'll then have Thursday week 4 of August. Rest in Pieces. Nope. Straight to Hell. Close to the Edge. Private World, Evil That Men Do, Master of Pain, Last Laugh, Time to Kill, Night of Legends, Badlands, I Wanna Rock, DJ, Crowning Glory, there we go, that will be our August pay-per-view. Just going to make sure this has got year, yeah, good. No Way Out will be swapped around next year, so Respect and Tradition will go in May, and then that will go in June. We in September now? June. Okay, Crowning Glory is actually July. June, July. August. I've already got the name for August as pay-per-view. We're going to be looking at TNA pay-per-view. Does it not? Is there one which doesn't have the TNA logo, preferably? That's fine. Oh, nothing's what I do use. So these are what I use for my big events, but we'll have it, but we won't have a logo. It'll be GFW. Is it true? It's only flipping Tuesday. I don't want to watch. I'm waiting for TNA to come on because I got the massive Battle Royal this week. I'm not going to spoil it for you if you want to know who won. I do know who won that, and I'm very, very excited about the future of the company with the champion they've got. So yeah, has that got you as well? Awesome. So yeah, I'm not going to reveal anything to you like titles, but we are going to be doing our own version of the Survivor Series. What? Yes, my friends, we're doing Survivor Series. No, I'm joking. I am actually joking. We'll probably do a Survivor Series next year if we ever buy out. But we're going to be doing our big one night, our big event. Oh, my fiance's done her move on Paul. And that, you know, our big event is going to be something that I want to be different, okay? I want to be different. And the reason being that they're not in the game yet is the reason I'm going to do it, okay? Now, I know that in real life, TNA Wrestling would turn up and probably do Bound for Glory, but we're going to do Bound for Glory before TNA comes about. Now, can I please find the Bound for Glory that does not have that one? So yeah, this is going to be Global Force Wrestling. All my events are going to be 3 hours. This will be a 3-hour 30 show. I'm going to give it a special set as well. It's going to be our season finale. It's going to be numbered. It's going to have the number 1 for now. The reason I'm doing this is because I do want to kind of go to, you know, stick a middle finger up at the WWF, okay? But I don't want to do it for our big event. I want our big pay-per-view of the year to be one which we've come up with ourselves. There will be a Survivor Series, but it won't be one of the big ones. 15,000. No, none. We'll bring some live music in. We'll bring a minor celebrity in as well. Yeah, baby. But I am going to be announcing a very special thing. That's not happening tonight at all. That's going to be happening on Thursday, week 4 of September. So yeah, once we've done these 2 pay-per-views, I'll swap them around ready for next year. But we are going to be doing a special event which will be happening this coming Thursday, I do believe. I think I'm going to do it. It's going to be happening on Thursday week 2. This is going to be on pay-per-view, but it's not going to... We're in June, aren't we? It's going to be a 2 hour and 30 minute. It's going to be a special. I don't know if there's any... The problem with this is there's no pictures. Okay, that's fine. So this is going to be GFW UK Tour UK special. So we have 2 weeks of television. We'll then go to the UK. It's going to be special. It's going to be on Thursday week 2 June. Yeah. So yeah, we're going to be taking... I know that we ain't got a lot of popularity there, but that's our next big event. Which will be here, UK special. Hold on a minute. Let's just get that right. You know, I don't need Siri. It's right in bloody front of me, you idiot. ECAECIEL special. Awesome. So yeah, we'll be going to England. As you look over there, we've only got shit popularity, so we're going to have a shit attendance. But going over there and doing a show will give those fans a reason to watch our product, and that's the only way we're going to build up our popularity in that region. And also, we're going to do it live on pay-per-view. So yeah, we're not going to do. I'm not revealing any of the storylines, because I want to keep that a surprise. But I can tell you now that all these are changing around. But I'm going to be announcing that Sting, who is only works for us, sadly, is going to be going away. He's going to be off for 45. He will be leaving the company. I'm going to Where's it? Happy to click to talk. Give time off. So yeah, he's going to be going away for 2 months. And I will be giving Rowdy Waddy Piper the same treatment. Not because I want to be mean to them, but because both of them are gonna, because he's already going to be going, you know, give time off. We'll give him a month off because he'll be gone in a few weeks, 41 days anyway, because he's going to film a movie. I don't know how long they go for when they film a movie, but if Sting's back before him, then we'll work something out. But yeah, I want Sting to vanish from screen to kind of fit the story. Fallen Star Wrestling messaging me about, because if any of you do not know, I did have a Fallen Star mug and it broke. Right, I'm just going to quickly take my headphones off, grab my cup of tea, which is over the side of the room, and I'll be back. Ouch. So guys, that was a waste of time. There's nothing in the bloody cup. Absolute dilly squat in the cup. I get to the cup and the cup's bloody empty. What's the point of me taking the headphones off? So yeah, we're going to work through the roster. We're going to have a look at who's on our main event and have a look at why we've brought them, why, you know. As a growing company, we want to be the best. So being an arse I am, I've kind of nicked big names from some of the big companies in, you know, the world. And I think that is helping us. You know, we've got, you know, Ric Flair, Hogan, you know. We're doing things that WCW did, but we're doing it before WCW. You know, before the, you know, the what they call the new era stuff. So we're doing it now because, you know, we can bring in people like Andre. So Andre the Giant, you know, he's improved in hardcore. He's improved in chain wrestling. He's improved in aerial flashness. The one thing I do want to know is selling. He's going up. He's going up in selling, which we need. So good. Dusty Rhodes, our newest star. Welcome, Dusty. He is only a 60, but you know we brought. You know, he was a 60. He was a 68. He's now still a 68, but you know, a main eventer nonetheless. Skill-wise, he's not too bad in the ring, to be honest. But as you can see, he's improved as well. He was an exclusive pay-per-view contract with Jim Crockett Promotions. So that means we could offer him a contract, the same as what I did with quite a lot of the people we have on board. And, you know, he then signed with us because of, you know, he agreed to sign with us on the deal I gave him. And he left Jim Crockett without the head booker. So that's what happened there. Hulk Hogan. I am the real American. Fight the rights of every man. So, as you can see, he was 98 A plus, A star. Then he was a 95, and now he's back up to 96. So he's jumping about a bit. If we track their progress of 59C, 42, 20 minus 40, 35, 32, F8, F8. So not too bad. Randy Savage, the crazed lunatic, who is going after Hogan. You see, we haven't had him for long, so any improvements we will thank Vince McMahon for. But Vince, for some reason, Vince didn't re-sign him. And when the WWE signed him, as you can see, we've got him up to a 98A. He just suddenly, you know, Vince signed into an exclusive pay-per-view deal. I don't understand that because the company's quite big. But we'll have a look at what the company's been doing. We'll have a look at their show ratings and stuff over the time and see how they've changed since we've nicked some of their big names. We'll do the same with Jim Crockett. Ric Flair, as you can see, a 94 in the Tri-State. He's going to be going in a big rivalry, but he was a 75. And, you know, we've improved him quite a lot. The progress, yeah. I don't think he could really improve much. He's improved in aerial, so, you know. But he's only 38. God knows how old he was when he was still wrestling when he went to WWE then. Newest star, Ricky Steamboat, who is 34. He's a 75. He had this sudden, you know, he was an 85, and then when he left the WWE, I didn't realise the WWE had fired him, so he's not been on telly for a while, so he dropped in popularity quite badly. 64, 69, 19. So yeah, I realised that when there was those weird independent shows they do on the game, you know, where anybody who doesn't work, they just get a random wrestling match. and he appeared on there and did a good match. Same with this guy, Roddy Piper. Season 19, he was an 87, 98 A star. He dropped to an 89, but he drawed, you know, he went against Ricky Drunk Steamboat on one of these shows. They did a good match, and we did a better match with him than that show did. So that's the main event scene, and, you know, there's going to be some good stuff coming out the main eventers very soon. Our upper mid-carders is getting more exciting as well. So yeah, we've got Bret Hart improving as well, well, thanks to WWF for that. They're tag team champions, and they're also on exclusive pay-per-view deals. So, being me, just went, sod it, we will get you guys on board. If you're, you know, you're not gonna, you know, if you're gonna be on exclusive, we'll sign you. So that's what happened there. We got Bret Hart and we got Jim the Dean Hart. They're only 60 in the thingy. Don't expect them to be in the tag team division for long. Davey Boy Smith and Dynamite Kid as well. I probably will, you know, only keep them as a part of the tag team division until I can find better teams. But 60, 59 C now for some reason. Skill wise, you know, they're good in areas, good in not others, but you know, we can utilise them. They're our tag team champions. Dynamite Kid is the same. I'm not really going to go through it all because they're new. Jim the Dean Hart. I don't think anyone who's new we really need to go through at the moment. So, skill wise, King Kong Bundy, how have you improved? Quite well actually. Give you some credit. You are improving in areas that you need to. Performance, selling, yes, please improve in selling, mate. But he's doing quite well. The reason I brought him in was his popular. Look at his popularity. He's nearly in at 870. Sergeant Slaughter. 70C plus. Skills. I know he's been improving. I'm only going to do these guys. I'm not going to go down to the lower card and just show you everybody. Truly Blanchard. He's a 42. I don't know if he's improved or dropped in popularity in America. 42. He's actually gone up because he was a 40 plus when we brought him in, obviously. So he's actually gone up in popularity down here, which is good. Progress, not too bad. A lot of people have been dying lately in the save as well, which has quite interested me. So yeah, we'll see what happens there. I want to know, you guys, you know, your personal opinion on the series. You know, if you have a theory or you have, you know, ideas about what we can do. Arn Anderson, the mid-carder. Yeah, I ain't complaining. So yeah, when you look at Arn Anderson, he's more popular in the southeast than anywhere else. He's a 44 in our region. He was a 40. He was a 46 at one point, but because of his losses to Rick Rude, has helped him go down. 62, 57, 62, 68, 64, 4 and 14. Not too sure. Bobby Eaton, won't look at you because you're new. Hennigan, you know, I don't really know what his popularity is like. 34E plus in our region. He has gone up, which is good. Skill wise, you know, he's not good in brawling, but he's improving in areas that he needs to improve in. Let's have a look at the people we care about, shall we? Where the hell is Sting and Taker? Let's look at Sting and Taker, and then I'll edit this video. So yeah, Sting, the Stinger, is only an 18 E- in our region, which is good. But we're going to push him. You know, he's leaving, and we're going to be doing something with his character and stuff while he's gone. I know it's going to suck. The Undertaker, Mark Callos, you know, he's in popularity since we brought him in. Look, he was an F3. He's now a 18 E-. You know, his skills, I'm not complaining. Look, 59, 30, 40, 31, and he keeps improving every week. So I've got some good plans for these guys. Guys, I'm not going to go through the entire roster because you look at that roster. Look at the amount of people we've got there. That's 34 active wrestlers at the moment. I'll be here all day going through everyone. Oh, God. There's that idiot Bam Bam Bigelow. Let me just cover that idiot up again. So, yeah, I will show you what happened. If I go to my diary. Is that right? No, that's not it. User. Here it is. Yeah, we are Jesse Ventura. Jesse Roddy Ventura. Locked. Okay. Okay. User log. So yeah, we signed Owen Hart. We released Bam Bam Bigelow. Now the reason being, we had an incident there where he wrestled. You know, he was wrestling wasted. And he'd done it twice before, here and here. Yeah. So I just went, okay, I'll just give you, fine. Just type a fine straight on him. He didn't take notice of the fine. He continued doing it, so I fired him. So guys, I will get on with adding the new storylines. As we head into our next event, which I'm looking forward to. We're still going to sign with Cablevision, and that, which is annoying. So yes, guys, I will see you tomorrow night with our next month. I don't know how many months I'm going to do with this because it's quite a quick game to load, so we might end up doing the entirety of June, including both the UK Takeover, the UK Special, and Respect and Tradition, and we'll see what happens. But yeah, so guys, I'll see you with the next episode of Amped. See you guys at Amped. Thanks for watching. Hello friends, how you doing? Let's get ready for this very lengthy episode. Oh my god, what's going on? Help! Let's just get that all back in line. I broke it already. And we open up the night with 100A flipping star. That's how you open up your first live show from the Brownfield House. This is Amped, being held by Global Force Wrestling. It's been held in front of 5,104 people. So Ric Flair comes down to the ring to open up tonight's show. And he goes, I'm not happy. Last night, I bled so heavily, but I lost the match. I got 4 stitches in my head, arrive here and get told we got 2 hours to fill. 2 hours, yes. We are now a cult-size promotion. So we're now just after prime time, or late evening, so we should get more people watching. And we hit cult while skipping forward, so and you'll find out what's going to happen with that. You see, Phil. So let's break the rules. You see, we're the first wrestling company to go live for a whole hour on TV. But we decided to go 2. Now I get a phone call this morning in my hotel room to be here early because we're going to have a meeting. Now we're all going to get paid in the month and be exclusive to Global Force Wrestling. That's fine. But Jesse, why are you giving that Dusty? He's an idiot. A fat man who can't wrestle. So yeah, everyone's being written contracts because we're a cult. I don't want anyone being nicked, so I'm signing them all to written contracts, which is amazing. I'm gonna have dinner when I've done this. So Dusty goes, you want to break the rules. I never wanted you as NWA champion, but it was for best for business. Now I understand. In 2 weeks we go live from the UK, and I got to tag with you and Hogan to take on you and Randy. Just hear me, Rick. I'm going to put up with your shit. I'm not going to put up with your shit anymore. I'm going to take you down a peg. You think all that I noticed? You're all that. You think you're all that. I noticed when you win, you need Ollie to help you. So in 2 weeks, me and Hogan will come out on top. But in 4 weeks, at Crown and Glory, I'll show you what I'm made of, baby. I don't know if he ever said that, but that's going to be his catchphrase, kind of, baby. Sorry, not Crown and Glory. It's Respect and Tradition. I got that mixed up. So Respect and Tradition. Great. Already messing up. It will be Dusty Rhodes taking on Ric Flair in the semi-main of the evening. Oh yes. And we should start doing house shows and getting more people in, which means we're getting a thing. So in a bout of had subpar wrestling and non-existent crowd heat, Eddie Guerrero defeated Owen Hart in 6:57 by pin for the Frog Splash and 18E-. Oh, the crowd was turned off by having a match between 2 jobbers on the show. Okay. Quality lifted the match, gave the match a boost, got the crowd down. Eddie Guerrero 34, Owen Hart 46. Eddie Guerrero improving in performance. Great. Then we get back into it. Awesome. In a bout had good wrestling and decent match in the crowd. The Midnight Express defeated the Hart Foundation in 5 minutes and 33 when Stan Lane defeated Jimmy Nadine Hart by pinfall with a rocket launcher. Bret Hart carried the match in terms of ring skills. Stanley and Bobby Eaton showed excellent chemistry tagging together. Jimmy Nadine Hart 65, Bret 80, Bobby Eaton 71, Stan Lane 66. The Tag Team Title Championship storyline has started second. Bret Hart had his improving performance, and so is Bobby Eaton. Hooray! We then go to the next, is it match? No, it's the next angle. Hulk! Oh my god, the Hulkamaniacs are wild tonight. Randy said he wants to take me out. Retire me. Good luck with that. You see, Vince had this idea we would be a tag team called the Mega Powers. I left before that stuff could kick off. You want to fight? I'm happy to fight you. Let's do it. 4 weeks for my champion tonight. I prove my point. Hogan, it's not your belt I'm after. It's your career. I want to end it. But if I can't, the belt will do. Do it. I don't care about the plans over in that shithole. I want to be the best. I want to take you out. I will be the best, Hogan, and you got your match. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, Hogan's the one who's making it seem like, you know, he's the one who came up with the idea, you know. He doesn't care about, you know, the championship, but he wants to take Randy, you know, he wants to take Hogan away. I'm going to be announcing the, Randy Savage versus Hogan. Awesome. But we have got, for the UK special already, the tag match. Also, at that event, I will be announcing 2 championship matches now. I will not be booking any more than that because I don't really want to concentrate on it. But I will be giving Shawn Michaels a shot at the Next Gen Championship against The Undertaker in England. And not only that, we will be giving... Is it? No, not the Midnight Express, not them. The Rock and Roll Express, a tag team shot against the British Bulldogs. Knowing full well the British Bulldogs will be heavily over in England, but we'll see. So yeah, not bad. So 33 plus and about had Talbot Wrestling and non-existent Cavalry. Mick Foley defeated Sid Vicious by a pinfall with a double arm DDT. Got a 33 plus. Sid Vicious will have to gain. They don't click. I know that. Quality lifted the match. The colour commentary of the match boost 37 and 21. No worker improvements, sadly. 62C. So yeah, we'll announce this now for the Respect and Tradition event. The reason I'm not doing this in England is because the Hart Foundation will get their tag title shot against the British Bulldogs back over in the States at Respect and Tradition. But yeah, 62C, not bad. So they basically start brawling and then the road agents have to run in and separate them. And then a 52D plus, we don't hear what Paul Bear is saying, but you know, he's in the back talking to The Undertaker is kissing the championship. You know, he mentions that the fact there is no one's talking. You know, they're talking about how the belt is and how Sting's vanished. Click, wink, wink. In a bout of good wrestling and decent reaction of the crowd, British Bulldogs defeated the Rock and Roll Express in 8:26 when David Boy Smith defeated Robert Gibson by pinfall with a power clean lift and diving headbutt. British Bulldogs makes defense number 1 of their Global Force tag team titles of 72B-. Robert Gibson get back his gimmick, so is Davey Boy. Ricky Morton 63, Robbie Gibson 64, Dynamite Kid 76, 75. The Global Force tag team storylines advanced with that. Awesome. What I do want to have a look at, actually, I'm just doing something for a bit, so I'm just going to go through all my criminal... Have you ever heard of a game called Criminal Case, which is like, find the clues in this picture and then solve the crime while you're, you know, collect stars from finding hidden objects in these pictures? I'm addicted to all of them. So yeah, any work improvements? No work improvements. They're not sponsoring me. 67C plus and a good match. King Kong Bundy defeats Sergeant Slaughter. Not enough selling, sadly. Sergeant Slaughter 68. King Kong Bundy 65. No work improvements. Next up on the card is... So Ted DiBiase and Ricky the Dragon Steamboat are having a heated backstage brawl. They're, you know, kind of being heated backstage. Actually, I'm going to change a match for the pay-per-view, actually. So it'll be Ricky Steamboat and Ted DiBiase, who is still a mid-carder for some reason, will be meeting at Respect and Tradition. Actually, for the UK, I'm not going to do a title match as I first thought. I'm going to delete the tag team title match. We only have one championship match. And we'll do a 6-man tag, just to help them get over, which will be the Bulldogs, the Hart Foundation, taking on, they will be joined by Ted DiBiase, who will get him over, and they'll be joined by Ricky Steamboat. That does leave a big void in the tag team division because I've only got 4 tag teams. So I'm just going to book it because it's pretty obvious what we're going to be doing. It will be the Midnight Express taking on the Rock and Roll Express. done and dusted. I will be bringing in some more tag teams now that we are bigger and we'll probably get the money, but I want to get everyone who's currently working with the company underwritten before I start bringing in more people and editing stuff and doing things like that. But yeah, 61C, not bad. 670C plus and a good bout of a good heat, good wrestling and decent match from the crowd. Kurt Hennig defeated Truly Blanchard in the 737 by pinfall with a Hennig Plex. Kurt Hennig getting better his gimmick. Truly Blanchard 68. Kurt Hennig 64. No worker improvements. Okay. So a 75B minus in an exceptional match. Randy Savage defeated Ricky Steamboat in 752 by pinfall after using a foreign object. Randy Savage 91, Ricky 85, no worker improvements. And then we go into a match which is not as good as the previous one. In a bout of subpar wrestling, a little heat, The Undertaker defeated Brian Pillman in 736 by pinfall the Tombstone Private Eye. The Undertaker makes his first defence of the title. Paul Bear is going to work at ringside, and that's quality of the match. The colour commentary in the match boost, 54 for Pillman, 30 for The Undertaker. Brian Pillman improving performance and no improvements for The Undertaker. But then, yeah, Mick Foley comes out, beating The Undertaker up. So I will be booking that in now. I don't know if I'm going to do a boiler room brawl, but I wanted to do this because this is something I wanted to do. So yeah, The Undertaker versus Mick Foley will be happening live on pay-per-view at Respect and Tradition at the end of the month, which will probably be on a Sunday once we get everyone signed, because then that means we can do our shows on a month. This will be moved to Monday nights when everyone's signed, and then that will be moved to Sundays. So 20 minus, but we're in our next match in a 77B, in an exceptional match. Andre the Giant defeated Dusty Rhodes in 806 by pinfall, the body slam, following defense from Ric Flair. Andre the Giant's getting better at his gimmick. Dusty Rhodes getting better at his gimmick. Lack of selling as per usual. 83, 85, 83 for Giant, 85 for Rhodes. The YU here storyline is with a segment but lost heat. And Rhodes is improving in performance, which is good. And then we have, I don't think the main event's going to do very well. 78B plus, 78B. In a bout of a good hit and good wrestling, Hulk Hogan defeated Arn Anderson by pinfall with the Axe Bomber. Hulk Hogan makes defense number 5 of his championship. Arn Anderson performance of 58, Hogan 54, no worker improvements. And then 78B to close out the show, Hogan is in the ring, holding his belt, and then Savage comes down and beats him to the mat. So a 78B overall, increased our popularity in 2 regions, not bad at all. I think that was quite a good show. So yeah guys, I'll see you next week with our final amped before we go to UK. See you guys then. Hello, what can I say except welcome back to the show. So yeah, we are not where you guys are expecting us to be. We are on Saturday, week 2 of June, and we are live with the UK special, live from the UK. The reason being, as I'll explain to you as we show you this, is about 2 minutes away from going up, is your episode 7 of Ring of Fire. I'm going to be looking at that in a bit, because I have noticed from my videos on here that a certain video has episode 6 isn't in the playlist, so I will be adding that now, which is now added. So instead it was saying there's 5, and I was thinking that can't be right, because I'm sure we did 6 episodes of that already, and I was right. So yay. So yeah, what we're going to be doing is, the reason being is I thought we was on Monday, and I moved the tapings of. I moved the tapings around to Monday, thinking, okay, Mondays is going to be better for us. So that's what I did. What ended up happening was it was on Tuesday when I was thinking it was on Monday, and I advanced our next show, and we got to Thursday. So I moved it to here. Now, I have brought in, he's going to cost me a bit, but I'm hoping he can do better matches, is Blackjack Lanza, who is going to be one of our road agents, who is John Bradshaw Layfield's. Yeah, and we brought someone else in. Just hoping that will help the matches, but I don't think it will help the matches tonight, as we're in England. But yeah, you'll see why. I do mention it here. Jim, welcome to this live special pay-per-view UK. Live pay-per-view from the UK. Tonight we have a stacked card, but one match has changed. Yep, sadly we had someone not here because he hadn't started his written contract with us yet, so he's not here tonight. These are the results from Global Force Wrestling UK Special 1987, being out by Global Force Wrestling. It's being held in front of 150 people at the Haldane Technology College, which is a sellout crowd. Tonight, we see the best. JCP, AWA and WWF tried to steal our talent when we tried to get them exclusive to us. They stuck with us. No AMP this week. This week, as we've been getting ready for this. AMP will be Monday, live from this point forward. So yeah, just mentioning that, you know, there was no AMP this week because we're going to be on Monday nights live from this point forward. And then our opening match in a Belvad Talbot Wrestling and non-existent crowd heat, surprisingly. Sid Vicious to Roy Brookside in 8:18 by pinfall powerbomb. So they don't click, as we know, but you got the crowd hot. A 38 for Brookside, a 15 for Vicious, and no work improvements. If Vicious don't get better in the ring, he's gone at the end when he's gone soon. You know he's on a written deal, so we might be able to work with him for the next few years. In a battle had subpar wrestling and a little heat. Stephen Regal defeated Norman Smiley in 8:20 by pinfall. Norman Smiley's getting better. His gimmick nice quality lifted match. The collar college gave the match a boost. It's got the crowd hot. A 31 from Smiley, a 50 from Regal. Not a bad match at all, and I hope that the wrestling fans in England who, you know, want to see their boys, they got to see him tonight. And I think that's something, you know, something that needed to be done, to be quite honest, is the fact we had to do that. So yeah, we're given one of our UK guys a win, you know, because it's a UK guy. He's going to be cheered instead of being booed. So this got a 42D, and about that subpar wrestling a little heat. The Undertaker defeated Shawn Michaels in 13:07 by pinfall to Tombstone off Paul Bearer interfered. Makes defence number 2 of his Glow Next Gen title. Paul Bearer did some good work at ringside. Nice quality live the match. The colour commentary gave the batch of boosts. 54 for Michaels, 25 for Undertaker. No work improvements. Not too bad. You know, I'm not expecting many improvements to happen here. I'm thinking most improvements now will happen on the house shows and stuff because they're going to be working house shows. So yeah, his partner wasn't here tonight. So in a bout that had subpar wrestling and non-existent crowd heat, Robert Gibson on his own defeated the Midnight Express in 8:03. When Robert Gibson defeated Bobby Eaton by pinfall, the Rock Dropper, Bobby Eaton will carry the match in terms of ring popularity. Stanley and Bobby Eaton have great chemistry when teaming together. Nice quality lifted the match. The colour commentary the match boost. Robbie Gibson had a ring win points of 35. Eaton 46. Dan Lane 35. No worker improvements, but a 46D. Better than what I thought these matches were going to get in the UK. I don't know what my house is doing in her house. In a bout of subpar wrestling and non-existent crowd heat, Truly Blanchard defeated Kurt Hennig in 8:15 by slingshot power suplex. So once again, Truly Blanchard be taking off, you know, another win for the Horsemen tonight. The announced colour lifted the match. The colour come together match boost. Hennigan 45, Truly 41. In about that subpar wrestling and Little Heat, Sunslaw defeated Arn Anderson by following interference from Ollie Anderson. Sunslaw and Anderson don't click and made for an awkward bout. Then that's quality and the colour commentary gave the batch of boosts. 54 for Slaughter, 37 for Arn. Sunslaw improving in Rumble. Whoop whoop. Next match, a 79B for this one. In a battle that had good hiss wrestling and good heat, Ricky Steamboat and the Heart Foundation defeated Ted DiBiase and the British Bulldogs in 14:59. When Ricky Steamboat defeated Dave Boy by pinfall the Flying Karate Chop. Ted DiBiase's weak link. Ted DiBiase being a weak link in a match. Holy shit. Trying to keep up with everyone's importance. Okay, that's a lot then. Jim Dean Hart 62. Bret Hart 78. Ricky Steamboat 87. Ted DiBiase 40. Dynamite Kid 86. David Boy 82. Everyone has a price storylines advanced with this, and the Global Force Tag Team storylines advanced with this. David Boy and Jimmy Nadine Hart both improving in performance. 79B. Not complaining. A 51D plus this match to better than I thought it was. And about a decent wrestling but didn't have much heat, Rick Rude defeated King Kong Bundy in 15:08 by pinfall the Rude Awakening. Now it's quality to lift the match. The colour commentary gave a batch boost. Bundy 59, Rude 35, no worker improvements. Owen Hart in a bout had terrible wrestling and non-existent crowd heat. Once again, Eddie Guerrero defeated Owen Hart by pinfall the Frog Splash in a 39D minus. And that's quality to lift the match. The colour commentary gave a boost. Owen Hart 39, Eddie Guerrero 28. No worker improvements, sadly. In a battle had subpar wrestling and non-existent crowd heat, Vader defeated Mick Foley in 14:53 by pinfall the Powerbomb following interference from The Undertaker. So The Undertaker gets involved in this match to advance that storyline. Announced quality lifted the match. The announcing quality lifted the match. The colour commentary gave the match a boost. Vader 47, Mick Foley 31. Mick Foley improving in performance and Vader improving in performance. Not bad at all. In a 69C plus in a decent match, the Frenchman Andre the Giant defeated Brian Pillman in 15:07 by a pinfall of body slam. The color commentary gave the match a boost. The performance of Andre stood out as being good. Brian Pillman had a run performance of 34, Andre 78, no worker improvements. And then a 77B video hyping up tonight's main event. And that gets us an 85B bloody plus in England. In an exceptional match, Ric Flair and Randy Savage defeated Dusty Rhodes and Hulk Hogan in 25 minutes and 15 seconds, when Randy Savage defeated Hulk Hogan by pinfall with a handful of tights. Dusty Rhodes was reeling, struggling to keep up with everyone's performance. Hulk Hogan 87, Dusty 49, Savage 94, Ric Flair 97, and both storylines have advanced, and Hulk Hogan improving in Rumble. Surprised at Dusty's in-ring ability here, but we'll probably put it over to the fact he's had to fly to England. After the match, Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair and Dusty Rhodes and Randy Savage won't stop fighting despite the attempts by Scooter to break him up. It's an all-out brawl to the back. And we end tonight's special from the UK with a 77B. Okay, we use Eddie Guerrero far too much on this show. He was in one bloody match. Stop complaining. So yeah, I will be giving this to Hulk Hogan, Randy Anderson, he's a referee, Savage, and Ric Flair. Where are you, Flair? And that will be complimented on a good performance, complimented on a good performance, compliment. Hulk Hogan was very pleased, seem pleased, seem pleased. So yeah, guys, I'll see you with the next episode of Vamped on Monday night. Hello, guys. I was looking at the wrong thing then. I was making sure I was recording. I was looking at the live button. So yeah, tonight we're live in the for Amped. It's been held by the Global Force Wrestling, as you all probably know by now. It's been held in front of 5,985 people at the Main Street Armory, which is good for us. So yeah, I'm gonna warn you now that the Hulk Hogan and Randy Savage storyline is going to take a very, very peculiar turn. The reason being is I found out that Randy Savage has already been divorced from Miss Elizabeth. And because of that, he wouldn't let me sign her. So I've played that into the storyline so that I can have Miss Elizabeth mentioned in the storyline without having her here. So I do mention a few things I think is a bit risque for the era. But, you know, I think we've been quite risque with casting matches and stuff. You know, this company's ahead of its time. This company's getting fans behind it. So that is what's going to happen. So yeah, we'll get to that when we open up the show. Because I think we've got 4 or 5 pre-show matches tonight. So in a pre-show bout, they had subpar wrestling, a little heat. Owen Hart defeated Norman Smiley in 7:14 by pinfall. Owen Hart's getting back his gimmick. They have pretty good chemistry, which lifted the match. That's quality lifted the match. Colour commentary gave the match a boost. Owen Hart had a ring performance of 44, 32 for him. Norman Smiley improving in performance. Hooray. Get Norman Smiley up there. It's very weird looking at him, because I don't think he's aged very well from then to 2002. In a 38D minus, in a pre-show about terrible wrestling and non-existent crowd heat, Ray Brookside just defeated Steven Regal in 8:02 by pinfall and penalty kick. Now it's quality leaving the colour commentary giving the match a boost. Rob Brookside 30, Steven Regal had a ring performance of 41. No idea, and I will say this again, no idea why this matters in pre-shows. Because this is, this is like going to Raw and getting a load of bonus matches is what no one else is going to see. So I don't know why the announce quality and the colour commentary gave this match a boost, because no one else is going to see it apart from the people in the audience. And they're not going to hear the announcing team. And we are going to be doing the first 3-man booth soon. A 35E plus in a pre-show bout, I had terrible wrestling and non-existent crowd heat. I brought Steve Blackman in for one night only, so Mick Foley, of course, beat him by pinfall with double arm DTT. There is another guest on tonight's card who will be up next, taking on The Undertaker. With Steve Blackman 21, Foley 29, no worker improvements, good. Yeah, and then The Undertaker, in a pre-show bout, terrible wrestling and non-existent crowd heat, The Undertaker defeated Rocco Rock in 13-17 by pin with a choke slam. Paul Bear did good work at ringside. Now it's quality lifted the match. Nicola Contra going to match a boost. Rocco Rock 28, we're going to take 37. No work improvements for 35E+. And then we open up the card with not a very good rating, but for some reason it got the show off to a strong start. The colour commentary going to match a boost, segment at boost. Now it's the quality lifted the segment. The angle got the show off to a strong start. The angle got the crowd hot, and Hulk Hogan came out of this looking excellent. For some reason, Randy Savage is not on the screen, but yeah, this is very dodgy. If I think this is a bit too dodgy when I finished typing it, but I wasn't going to change it because I spent about 15 minutes writing this out. Hulkamaniacs, did you watch the U Showcase show? If not, the replay's tonight on pay-per-view. What? Because of what I'm about to say. So the fans go, why? You know, Randy, you cheated to win that tag match. Now you see, over there on that screen. So he points to a screen what's above at the back of the arena telescreens where we have the merchandise stands or something, and there's like a TV screen from the arena, and it shows the, poster of the pay-per-view. That on the poster of next month's poster next to Randy. I got to defend this bout against him. Randy, I trusted you. First you divorced Miss Elizabeth. Then you say she was having an affair with me? This is where it gets dodgy. Randy, you've gone too far. This won't be a wrestling match. This will be a fight. So yeah. I think I went a bit too far with this. Randy, you slept with my... So Randy comes out and goes, you slept with my ex. And I know it. You see, Hogan, you can't keep your hands on anything you don't deserve. You don't deserve that belt. You're going to lose it soon in the UK. Lose it soon. In the UK, I showed you why I am on top. Me and Flair should be the poster boys, not you and that idiot Dusty Rhodes. I'm going to take the one thing that makes you the poster boy, that championship. I don't care. I want a fight. So in 2 weeks, we will meet in this ring. One of us will leave that belt. That someone will be me. Oh yeah. Then a massive brawl breaks out between the two. Basically, they start brawling. So yeah, Randy Savage is accusing Hogan of sleeping with Miss Elizabeth. I do think it actually happened, but not in a storyline. If I'm wrong on that, please quote me. But yeah, that's now the story. That's now provoking the storyline. And our opening match tonight on TV is a tag team, 4-man tag team match, where we see in a decent match, the Midnight Express and the Bulldogs defeat the Hart Foundation and the Rock and Roll Express 8-2 when Davey Boy defeated Robert Gibson by pinfall, legally using the ropes for leverage. The mismatch got the crowd hotter. Dynamite Kid is 66, David Boy 67, Bobby Eaton 58, Stanley 52, Robert Gibson 54, Ricky Moit 55, Jim Nadine Hart 59, and Bret Hart 75. Bret Hart improving in Rumble. I will be announcing this now. I have signed some more tag teams, so you're not just going to keep getting these 4. Now we have got some more tag teams signed. I'm not going to reveal who they are, but I'm really excited. 39D, in a terrible match, Eddie Guerrero defeated Sid Vicious in 5 minutes and 42 by pinfall the Frog Smash. Sustained a concussion, great, and that's quality of the match. Color commentary gave the match a boost. Sid Vicious 32, Eddie Guerrero 38. No work improvements, I'm just trying to push Eddie Guerrero. But, yep, thank you, Grizzly Smith. Dusty Rhodes and Ric Flair backstage, and they start brawling. So there's a massive fight backstage between them two. In a decent match, Ted DiBiase defeated Rick Rude in 7:33 by pinfall. Ted DiBiase 68, Rick Rude 62, 73B minus, not bad from them two. 78B, in a exceptional match, Randy Savage defeated Ricky Steamboat by pinfall after using a foreign object, a steel chair. 85 for Steamboat, Savage in 93, no worker improvements. I'll keep doing that. And then we have a Paul Bearer promo. Yay! I like doing this. Mick, you attacked my Undertaker, so he attacked you. Oh yes, there's still a major problem. You won't stop, you won't lay down. So in 2 weeks' time, he will destroy you like he did with Shawn. My Undertaker is the future. He took out Sting. Nobody's seen him since. No Way Out. We'll send you packing too. Oh yes. So yeah, it's the honest thing. We haven't seen. Where is Sting? We haven't seen Sting since No Way Out. What's happened to Sting? He got shot in that casket. We haven't seen him since. Where's Sting? In a bout of had good wrestling and decent reaction from the crowd, Truly Blanchard defeated Sergeant Storm in 8:23 by pinfall with a slingshot suplex after Ollie Anderson interfered. That's a good cup of tea. Truly Blanchard had a ring performance of 60, Sergeant Storm 73. No worker improvements. Then we have a music video just hyping up the Four Horsemen. Because that's what wrestling companies did in that day. Just had a video just to hype up random stuff. In an exceptional match, Dusty Rhodes defeated Andre the Giant in 8:15 by pinfall the Bionic Elbow, following a botched interference by Ric Flair. Andre 82, Dusty Rhodes 80. No worker improvements. So yeah, basically he wouldn't have beaten Andre unless Ric Flair interfered. So Ricky Steamboat and Teddy DiBiase in the back, and it's a bit heated, and then all of a sudden Teddy DiBiase flies his thing, and then Security Swarm. They were backstage and not in the ring, so ignore that. So then the Security Swarm in and just stop them and all the referees. There's quite a lot of them now. We've got about 8 referees on board. In an extremely short match, Kurt Hennig defeated Fader by pinfall with the Henningplex in 4:45. It got 60C. That's quite a little match. The colour commentary going back to Hennig 56, Fader 52. No worker improvements. 64C, just promoting King Kong Bundy. He's now a main eventer with this. In the battle, didn't have decent wrestling but didn't have much heat. Brian Pillman defeated Arn Anderson in 8:17 by pinfall the Leaping Thrusting Lariat. That's quality gave the match, lifted the match, and gave down colour commentary 60 for Arn, 46 for Brian. In a superb match, Ric Flair defeated Shawn Michaels in 7:49 by submission, the figure 4 lock, 76B minus. Ric Flair came out of the match looking good, which I wanted. Shawn Michaels 51, Flair 50, 97. No worker improvements. And then we have our main event of the night. And we didn't see what that was. It was King Kong Bundy vs Hulk Hogan for the championship, and it was about a 20-minute bout. Because I double-clicked like an idiot. You alright, Pops? That was Poppy throwing food at me again. I do this on the living room floor, and my hamster's cage is next to where I sit, and she throws food at me sometimes, or when she's going through a dish. It's quite annoying. Hulk Hogan is celebrating his victory in the ring, and then Savage runs in and beating down Hogan to the mat. So yeah, it comes out beating down. 80B, not bad. Got an 83 that match. There you go. That's Hulk Hogan and Bundy. So you can see some of the weird names I'll give it. Yay for the opening angle. Paul Bearer there. Some weird names. I do use basic angles sometimes, and we increase our popularity in one region because we can't get on TV anywhere else. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you next Monday night with the Go Home Amped. My friends, thanks for watching. I'll see you. Hey guys, I thought I'd do a bonus video, so let's have a look at WWF. So we're just going to look at their pay-per-view style events. So WrestleMania, Adrian Harness defeated Andre the Giant for the title. Race and Bobble and Junior defeated the Bulldogs. Savage went to double count with Mafia Mono. Brutus Beefcake defeated Hanukkah. Turner Hercules. Nope. Oh, I'm breaking everything. Sorry guys. Turner defeated Hercules. Diaz Preston defeated Judy Martin. Outback Jack defeated the Assassin. Fire defeated Coco Beware. Lenny Puffett defeated Band Rannings. Demolition Axe defeated Tom Zenick. Danny Bavaria defeated Danny Spurf, and Jim Powers defeated Corporal Chemic. They had 47,000 in at the Metrodome in the Midwest, and not many buy rates for this. It was shown on Closed Circuit US and Telly West. Then he had Saturday night's main event XI, which was 89E. Adrian Ross defeated Randy Savage in 95A. Bob Orton Jr. defeated Jake Roberts. Fabulous Moonon defeated Dennis Preston to win the women's title. Dynamite Kid defeated Demolition Axe. The Hart Foundation defeated the Islanders to retain the tag titles. Corporate Kennish defeated Danny Spath. Lanny Perfect defeated SD Jones. The Assassin defeated Outback. Billy Jack Haynes defeated Jim Powers. So Billy Jack Haynes, the Rogue Brothers defeated the Killer Bees. Paul Romero defeated Skia. And then Fire defeated Brad Reigns. Then the April Supercard, Randy Savage defeated Steamboat to retain the Intercontinental title. And Adonis defeated Harley Race. The Fabulous Mulan defeated Tanya Torrento. The Heart Foundation retained the belts. The Killer Bees defeated the Rugo brothers. Jones defeated Iron Mark Sharp. Coco Beware defeated Lanny Pofit. Corbin Kenish defeated Brad Rinning. Stella Mission X defeated Danny Spare. The Young Stallions defeated the Islanders. Outback Jack defeated the Assassins. And Secure defeated Rick Martel. So yeah, we're going to go through all of them. Just see what happened in these, because, you know, I'm quite interested. The Mace Supercard. We're only going to do the Supercards. So Adriani defeated the Iron Shriek in 86. Jake Roberts defeated Hercules for the tag. The Intercontinental Fabulous Mulan defeated Denise Patterson. Jim Duggan defeated Brad Reigns. The Killer Bees defeated the Islanders. Demolition defeated Young Stallions. FI defeated Coco Beware. The Assassins defeated Tom McGee. The Ruge Brothers defeated Spave and Outback Jack. Secure defeated Steve Jones. And Rick Martel defeated Corporal. So you can see that's where they started losing a lot of people to us. The Iron Shriek, I think, is coming to us now. So that was the last one, because we're in June now, aren't we? Yeah. So yeah, that's where they started losing people. You can see the shows have just been called steadily crap. So Jim Crockett Promotions is the interesting one for me. They're a cult-sized company. They're number 2 in the world, but their history. So the NWA March Supercard. You see they've got Lex Luger, a 71C+. So they had Nikita Koloff defeat Lex Luger, and Barry Windham defeat Big Buddy Rogers to retain the Iron Collar to defeat Einstein for the tag title. Rock and Roll Express defeat New Breed. Danny Brown defeat Tommy Angel. Tony Rose defeat Josie Gable. Vladimir Potov defeat Spike. Kayla Rux defeated Misty Blue. The Midnight Express defeated Jovi Tones. Basher defeated the Warlord. Bobby Jagger defeated Tim Hornan. And Johnny Ace defeated Dennis Condon. Then they had this one, which we did go through. And then they didn't have one. And then they had the May one. I don't think they had one before then, no. And then the May one got in 72. Because they had Barry Windham defeat Dennis Cordier. Lou defeated Jimmy Graves. Tony Rose defeated Joyce Gable. Danny Brown defeated Thunderfoot. Ivan Koloff defeated Tim Horner. Animal Henjin defeated Tiger Corey Jr. Lex Luger defeated Eddie Garner. Fernandez defeated Gavin Summons defeated Thunderfoot. Kieran the Warlord for the 6-man tags. Kevin Summons defeated the Italian Stan. The Rock and Roll Express defeated MOD. New Breed defeated Milky Bros and Mike Graham defeats him. See, these companies are losing people, and you know, we're signing people. They're losing a lot of people, and as we're signing their people, they're losing some of their big names. If you look at their popularity and some of their main eventers now, 75, 60s, 66, 64. 70s. He's the most popular guy, but I've got him shortlisted. You know, Junkyard Dog 70, 82. He's shortlisted. You know, and they're not popular all over the states. You know, we're bringing it when we are destroying these companies from the inside out. So yeah, guys, that was your quick look at the pay-per-views they've been doing. So yeah, Amped, got an ATB. We drew that many people, 0.2 now, which is not bad. New Japan got an ATB as well. New Japan I know have been too bad. Sid Vicious is hurt. Haven't really had a proper look at this, but he says he's going to be working through the injury, but he should be fine by the next show. So yeah, guys, we will see you at the next Amped. But as you can see, if we go here, I'm just going to show you this as well. We've done 3 house shows. We've done 2 in the Great Lakes, and we've done 1 here. But as you see, we're getting more people coming in, and we've got 28 people on, you know, doing these shows. You know, they're not lackluster. You've got Randy Savage there. Excuse me, you've got Randy Savage. You've got Randy Savage appearing. You've got Hulk Hogan appearing. Randy Savage appearing. Andre the Giant's not appearing. Ric Flair's there as well. I think they're the more popular people we've got. I think they're the 3 most popular people who are able to do the house shows. Dusty Rhodes as well, which is good. Because, you know, others are feeling a bit odd. But yeah, so from this point forward, the all pay-per-views will be 3 hours, and they're all going to be on a Sunday. So we'll do that now. The reason being is everyone's signed to written deals, which means I can get away with doing all these on a Sunday. Just because it's better for us if we do it like this. Okay, that's another thing I wanted to show you guys is what we're going to be doing is on Sundays. No mentions of Bound for Glory yet, but yeah, we did good. For the play rate for our UK special, which last week we did, 31,815 bars on Cablevision, 0.6. Not bad. Whereas you're getting, 0.26. So we're not doing bad. So yeah, guys, I'll see you guys at the next amped. We'll see you then.